Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to MENA Showdown. This is day two of the tournament, and today we started off with Sunlight against Team Frost. Sunlight, who were previously the MENA's best team until Cut stepped in. Sunlight today start their journey in MENA Showdown, one of the best teams in this tournament. One of the best teams in the Middle East as well, if not the best. We are heading into the bans. And we have the bans locked in here. We have Evelyn Ziggs Kennen on Sunlight's side, Braum Wukong Lucian on Team Frost's side. This is a very spicy matchup. We have Corki coming in from Sunlight's side. I think that's a Corki mid, probably. Corki ADC, you never know. Corki is a very flexible pick. And Team Frost respond to the Corki pick with Riven Misfortune. We have Rakan Zaya in the Dragon lane. Seraphine Kha'Zix as well. Catch up on Team Frost side. We have Nasus and Rammus on Sunlight side. Very interesting picks on Sunlight side. Nasus and Ram. And Team Frost's last pick, their Baron laner, I'm guessing, or the mid lane. Yep, the Baron laner is Malphite. Well, this could be nice. Or Lee Sin. Lee Sin, Baron lane. Lee Sin against Nasus in the Baron lane. Very nice stuff right here. Both comps are locked in, and we have Corki against Riven down mid, Misfortune, Seraphine against Rakan Zaya in the Dragon lane, Nasus against Lee Sin in the Baron lane, and Rammus against Kha'Zix in the jungle. Let's see how action-packed this match could be. Could be a huge, interesting match here. If Sunlight win the series, they top the group. They take a draw, that could cost them later on, as their group isn't that easy. We have next up the next two teams in this group facing off in a series. It's gonna be Dark Side against Occupy. Both teams are great in their respective regions. And here we are, the match starts. Oh, this is gonna be a massive match here. Let's see how this one pans out. Let's see if it's as action-packed as the matches we had yesterday. Now we have here Kha'Zix starting his red buff. And it seems like Rammus is also starting his red buff. Or not, Rammus seems like he's lagging. Rammus looks like he's sad. He's just pondering upon the wall.
Oh, what the hell, man?
And we have... Rammus... It seems like Rammus is a bit late on his career. But hey, you know, it's the Sunlight way. You never know their tricks. I have experience though, because they showed me their tricks. This match seems now Riven is bursted down mid. It's a Corki down mid. What do you think about Corki down mid? So far, this match isn't surprising. Like, it's quite not that hectic, not much action happening on. But Rammus's clear was slow. I don't think he will be able to grab any of the scuttle crabs. And he does grab the Scuttle Crab. That was my bad there. The flash forced out on Kazakhs. He misses his smite on the Scuttle Crab. Let's see if they can contest the top Scuttle Crab here. I don't think they can, since Kazakhs doesn't have his flash. If he's caught, he's dead, and he's forced to miss out on both Scuttle Crabs. Let's see. Oh, this could be a clash here. Kazakhs goes out late, and Ramos takes both Scuttle Crabs, but I think Kazakhs is caught, and Nasus is coming for Kazakhs. This is the first blood right here, and Kazakhs gets thrown out. The first blood comes in from Sunlight Walid. He takes the first blood here after catching Kazakhs in the river. All thanks to Sunlight Solo. So far, some good stuff here. So far, so good. First blood comes in for Sunlight. Let's see how the rest of the match is gonna pan out. Very, very beautiful start right here. And Riven goes up to Corky's face. Ooh, that was very close. And I think Riven loses that trade, but he almost kills Corky down mid. And Ramos goes for the gank on Dragon Lane. And I don't think... Okay, they're planning on diving Misfortune here. It could be a bad choice. Misfortune can kite very well, and the knockup arrives here. The ultimate jumps in from Lito. Misfortune is too low. Rakan cannot tank the turret. Rakan goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Seraphine goes in. I think she kills Ramos. That's 2-for-1. And Seraphine follows them. Oh no, he does follow them. And Kazakhs comes in. Ooh, Kazakhs can grab the kill here. Ooh, Corky almost survives, but not enough. That's a 3-for-3 trade right here. It's a 2-for-3 actually. Seraphine Misfortune go down for Corky, Ramos, and Rakan. Let's see how this match is gonna go. So far, so good. The match is action-packed. And the first dragon comes into action here. The first dragon has spawned, and it is the Ocean Drake. Ooh, I think they're playing a gank here. Oh, Seraphine gets rooted. That's a knock-up there. Taunt coming in from Ramos, and Seraphine can get knocked out. Ramos is diving them under their turret. Let's see if they can grab the Misfortune. That's an ultimate waste. Xayah survives. Ooh, and he misses his Q. Kazakhs misses his Q. Nasus and Corky, Sunlight's entire team are here. They take out their support. Let's see what their next step is. Very, very good stuff. Sunlight are starting Drake. Ramos is too low though. If they engage on them, Orion Riven is going in. Can Blake take him out? And he is out. Can Ramos die? Ramos dies. The charm lands in from Rakan, but Lee Sin survives. Can Riven? He cannot survive. The Drake is still there. They can steal this dragon. And they're forced to flash out. Xayah's damage is too heavy. Seraphine dies by running it down. Nasus runs it down at Seraphine. You cannot escape Nasus's chase. So far, this match is very close indeed. And Sunlight goes back at starting Drake. This time Ramos is full. I think they should be able to take this with no issues. Let's see what Madness and the Misfortune can do. And he launches his ultimate, but that isn't enough. Knockup comes in from Rakan, and he's one shot. He gets one shot there. Misfortune goes out of the fight. Madness is erased. Let's see what comes up next. The Rift Herald. I do think that if Team Frost manages to grab this Herald, it could be very good. It can boost their confidence a bit. And Seraphine dies. It's a trade. Seraphine kills Xayah. Apparently, Heaven decided to dive as Xayah. It's a trade 1-for-1. Xayah goes down and Seraphine goes down under Team Frost's turret. Or do they plan on diving Nasus here? Nasus goes in, but I don't think he has vision. No, he does not. And here comes Riven. The stun lands in. Ooh, that's too much damage. Corky comes in as well. Can they kill Nasus? I don't think Nasus is gonna die here. Nasus is still surviving. The kill comes in. Can they kill Corki or can they survive at least? They cannot. Oh, Rammus goes in with the ultimate. And he goes over to taunt Kha'Zix and Kha'Zix is dead. Kha'Zix is dead, but the backup arrives. Misfortune and Seraphine take out Corki. Can they take out Rammus as well? Can they take out Solo? Solo's ults are pretty annoying for Team Frost. He's been landing some really good ults on the Rammus. But he does die here. This is a very action-packed match indeed. Let's see who takes this Rift Herald. Nasus is out of his ultimate. Rammus is out of his ultimate. And Misfortune has her ultimate. She didn't use it. Seraphine's ultimate is coming back up. Lee Sin's ultimate is coming back up. And Riven's ultimate is coming back up. This could be an unfortunate fight for them if they decide to take it. Ooh. And it seems like they want to dive Riven here. Ooh, did they die? No, Riven decides to dodge. I don't think he can survive the poke. He cannot. And here comes Kha'Zix in. Corki still poking in. Rakan coming in. Can he land his jump? He does land his jump. It's a taunt. And Kha'Zix is taken out. Oh, and Misfortune goes out as well. Heaven catches Madness. Ooh, that's a nice poke from Seraphine. But Heaven survives with a slither of HP. Ooh, and Walid dies to Lee Sin. That was a nice fight they had up top. So far, so good. This match is really, really enticing. Let's see who takes the win. The gold lead goes in favor of Sunlight with an 8,000 gold lead they have. Almost 8,000. We have Corki and Rammus here trying to pick up a kill. Kha'Zix runs in the opposite direction. And they let him go. Let's see what Kha'Zix's plan is. Let's see what his next plan is. His next plan is to recall in Sunlight's jungle. Okay, I thought they knew where he was, but they did not. Let's see if they can take this Herald, which I doubt. I don't think Team Frost can catch up to this. Their Kha'Zix just recalled, and it is indeed they take the Rift Herald. Rift Herald goes to Sunlight, and Nasus is running it down against Lee Sin. He survives. That's how you play Nasus. Walid's Nasus is really good. There was some heavy running down there. And we have Riven coming to the Dragon lane. Xayah is stranded alone. They can grab a kill on Xayah here. Let's see how it goes. Or not, I guess. Oh, Riven is going in. The stun lands in. Ooh, nice ultimate by Heaven, dodging two ultimates on their side. Oh, and Heaven is forced to use his stasis. But Rammus comes in for the help, but I think Rammus goes down as well. If there is not enough support, they cannot take it out. Let's see if... And the support comes in. Leto saves Heaven's life. What a beautiful play right there by Leto. And I think this is a free Infernal Drake for Sunlight. It's a 5v2. They cannot do much about it. This is Sunlight's dragon. And it is taken out. Let's see how Lee Sin is gonna survive this, and he does stay. Oh, they caught him. And he is being caught. Let's see, he cannot do anything about it. He kicked away the Nasus. And that did nothing. And they spawned the Rift Herald in the bot side. They're sieging the second tier turret. Rakan is caught. Ooh, this is a nice game by Sunlight. They take second tier turret in the Dragon lane, and now they're taking it in the mid lane. But we have... Rakan was caught by Riven, and Riven is going back for Rakan. Can they take out Heaven? No, they cannot. Heaven, beautiful burst he's having. Takes out Misfortune, and he takes out Riven. No, Riven survives here. The damage on Heaven is insane. Ooh, the ultimate lands from Seraphine, and Heaven is taken out. Seraphine lands a beautiful ultimate. But the inhibitor, the mid inhibitor, is taken out. Bro, this is a very exciting match indeed. When the Nasus is going in a 1v5, he takes out Riven, but he gets traded for her. It's so far 24 kills to 12 kills, 2 Drakes in the Sunlight's back. 6 turrets as well, including the inhibitor. And the Team Frost side, they are kind of missing out on the objective part. So far, this match is amazing. This is a nice match, and Kha'Zix gets caught there. He lands nice damage on Corki, but he cannot survive a 3-man dive here. And Lee Sin as well cannot survive a 3-man dive. Rammus is too low. He went in, but he had no follow-up, and this forces him to retreat. Let's see how this match pans out. They could take Baron and end here. And Nasus is taking out Kha'Zix's jungle by starting with his red buff. Red buff is taken by Waleed, and Kha'Zix is trying to catch Corki off, but Corki is always guarded by Rammus. Let's see if they overextend for a turret here, which I don't think would be possible. Let's see how this one pans out. And Rammus goes in. Rammus is taken out. Rakan lands a 2-man knock-up. And he is forced to use his ultimate to run away from Lee Sin. Misfortune is taking out. Lee Sin goes back. The charm lands on Corki. Heaven is going in. Heaven roots Seraphine, and Seraphine is dead. This is a nice dive. It's a semi-ace. The only survivor is Riven. They take also the second inhibitor. And I think they take the third. The only inhibitor standing is their Baron lane inhibitor. I don't think Riven can defend this. I think Sunlight can end here, actually. Can they end? And Rakan gets caught? No. And Riven survives. Kha'Zix jumps into 3 men. He takes out Rakan, but he cannot survive Corki's burst. And Nasus goes in, and this is a good game. Sunlight grabbed the first match in this series. The first point goes to Sunlight. It was a pretty close match. A lot of mistakes from both sides, overextending, but Sunlight does what Sunlight does best.
Hello.
Beautiful match they had. Oh, hello, Riddle.
Yeah, sorry, I had some technical difficulties. I'll join in the second game. Just wait, don't start without me. I'm coming in.
Come in, we're waiting for you. Let's see how this match pans out. We're going into the second match of this series between Sunlight and Team Frost. Team Frost put a really nice fight against Sunlight. It was a really nice fight against Sunlight. So let's see how this one pans out. We have both teams ready in the lobby.
Just wait, I'll come. I'm logging in.
We are waiting for you.
Okay.
Team Frost take the blue side this time around. Sunlight take the win, and now it's Frost's turn to take blue side. Let's see how this match pan out. Can they get a point? Points are really precious for teams in this tournament. They can grab a point. This could be huge for them. Let's see how this match turns out. What do you like about Sunlight, Riddle?
They're a unique team. They have their own distinctive playstyle, which differs them from all the other teams that we have seen in the past compete. Like, they have their own identity, which is a very cool thing. They don't play the game the way normally other teams do. That makes them very different from others, of course. I think that's a thing that they can really use this as a factor in their advantage in further games, and possibly even propel themselves to newer heights if they play it right.
What do you think about What do you think about Team Frost? They put up a nice match.
They're
in the last match.
They're upstarts right now. They're a newly formed team. They have new names and few familiar ones with them. So they have a mix of rookies and experienced players who have a well idea of how to play the game. It's just a matter of time till they play together and gel well, and hopefully they can give a tougher fight to these teams that have been playing for quite a while. They come in as a bit of the underdogs, but that does not mean they cannot take a win. I feel like they need to use their experienced players as their win conditions, and hopefully they can grab a few wins over here in the tournament.
Well, that would be huge. That would be great. Let's see how this match pans out as they start the bans now. Let's see how this one pans out. Are you excited for this match?
Yes, I'm really excited to see how does Frost answer back after that first game. I really want to see a good performance in this one. And as for Sunlight, I want to see how they innovate their style once again, as what I've seen them in the past. They're really good at doing so, so I hope they can show us something different this time around.
Let's see how this one pans out. Let's see the bans. And Frost take out Ramis as their first ban. Ooh,
They banned Ramis.
yes, they do ban Ramis here. Let's see what Sunlight's ban is. They still take out Ziggs. Ziggs is a really great ban in these 5v5s. So it's Ramis, Ziggs, Nasus, Kennen. What do you think happens next?
Sunlight player leaves the lobby. That's what happened next.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess the ban was a bit too scary. Didn't quite keep up with the
So right now we
misfortunes
have
that happen.
Ramis, Ziggs, Cannon, Nasus, Pantheon. Okay. So on the side of Team Frost, they're trying to eliminate as many engaged champions as they can. They're trying to eliminate every engaged setup champions. For instance, they're targeting the jungle pool. They're targeting the jungle pool with Ramis and Ramis and Pantheon. And as for Nasus, I think they just want to eliminate that split push threat which Sunlight have. That's their strategy behind this bans, I guess. And Sunlight take out Braum. Sunlight on their bans,
Braum.
they take Ziggs, Cannon, and Braum. Now, what's your take on this? Like, what's the mindset of Sunlight with this?
I think that Sunlight banned the same bans. Like Sunlight generally either ban counter picks or just ban heavy engaged champions, like champions that are broken in this meta. It's coming from experience when I faced them last time. And Sunlight's ban system revolves around what they feel like would counter them.
Yes, that's a good mindset, I guess. And
Sunlight
we're
going
into
to
the
their
second
games
game.
with heavy mindsets. Let's see how this second game goes. Can Team Frost grab themselves a point?
You can see a Corki hover. Corki was a very high priority pick in a previous tournament that we saw. And a lot of teams were utilizing his kit very effectively.
Corki is just a hard champion to deal with due to his high AD and AP ratio. You cannot
And
really
his,
build
and his
against him.
team fight changing package, the package itself, like it can really change fights for teams if it's chained well with CCs. Like the package does a lot of damage.
It is indeed.
So Sunlight immediately pick up their support champions with Lulu and Diana for the mid laner. Both picks very hyper scaling, hyper carry picks. Like they just want to invest resources into the hyper carries with the Kaisa and a Xin Zhao, a nice peeling champion. Like this could be a very good front line for Sunlight. On the other side, though, they're going for picks with the Seraphine and Porky pick. They want to like fight aggressively, poke the opposition a lot in lane, set up the fights themselves. With the Lee Sin, they're looking to grab picks in the game early on in the game. With the Annie, they're just trying to disrupt any form of engage by the Sunlight jungler or anyone with the Diana as well. And Malphite, again, it's an ultimate. It's just all about the ultimate. Like either they set up the fight with Malphite and Seraphine, or they disengage with the Porky and what do we say, Annie. And Sunlight answer back with a Darius pick for Waleed. So once again, they have that split push factor with the Darius, like a raid boss champion just pushing down the side lanes. So it's going to be very hard for them to deal with it later on as the game goes further. So I think on the side of Frost, they'll be the ones have to force the fights, because I don't expect this Darius to be in team fights. I don't expect him to be coming in. So I think they automatically have numbers advantage. So they need to set up the fights. They need to build up the tempo around the map. So this Darius cannot fully utilize his strength and push around the map.
We shall see how this match pans out. Can Team Frost grab a point from Sunlight? If they do, this could cost Sunlight in this group stage, because points are really precious. You might lose out on qualifying with 1 point. Team Frost's comp looks a disengage and an engage.
You can see with the early wards, they're very like a mix of defensive and aggressive wards on the side of Frost, whereas Sunlight, it's all about like choke points. Get vision as much as you can around the choke points where they can possibly spot out the jungler early on. So what do you think? What's the win condition on the side of Frost and Sunlight, Melody?
The win condition, I think on Frost side, they could go for Corki late game and Malphite to just disrupt team fights. On the Sunlight side, it's the Kaisa definitely. If Kaisa gets off early, that's a good game for them.
Okay. So on both sides for the junglers, how does the jungler play the game from both sides? What's the point of view for the junglers?
For the junglers, Lee Sin into Xin Zhao, both of them are really good early game. I do think that if one of them gets a lead early game, it should be a good game. And
This
so
could be a
far,
fight in mid lane. I could see a gank happening in mid lane. Yep. Oh no,
gank
they missed the
lands
Q. But Lee Sin misses the Q. But Xin Zhao
and he
gets the
does
first
not
blood.
survive, but I think they can trade it here.
And Diana lives.
Lee Sin goes back for it. He retreats from the gank. Quite an interesting choice on his part.
Lee Sin lived. I mean, no, Diana lived, and Diana's going back in. She wants to clear the wave. You can see the Xin Zhao's here. There's numbers advantage for the Sunlight. Anyhow, I think if that gank could have gone well for Frost if the Lee Sin Q landed on Diana. So now Sunlight with a 2k gold lead. Okay, 1.7k, 1.8k gold lead, I think. You can say 1.7k, yeah. So once again, Lee Sin looking for a gank bot. He lands the Q on the Kaisa, but
Let's
good
see
point
how
out by the
this
Lulu.
one pans out.
And there's disengage without burning a single summoner. Well played by the side of Sunlight.
Sunlight is a really good team when it comes to team fights, as they know what they're doing in team fights. So far, so good, but this could all turn around at the first Drake fight when
You can
our
already see
favorite
that there's
Malphite
there's
makes
a
an appearance.
big goal lead on the side of Sunlight. There's already a what do we say, 2k goal lead for Sunlight right now. It's just one kill. I think it's just the XP and the goal differences between players around CSing. I think that's what's causing them to extend the goal lead.
What do you think about the Darius pick in competitive?
It's a very coin flip pick. I don't think teams should really opt for it unless they have a planned strategy. It's a very coin flip pick. If it snowballs, then it will look amazing. If it doesn't snowball,
the Darius points out his flash. Walid is a bit excited, but Sinzao is coming for
here, but the
backup.
Malphite has vision on it. If he dies here, then this is his fault. If he dies on here, he should be just leaving
And
this
here
turret
it
behind.
is,
He's a Malphite.
Oh,
And
the
he uses his
ultimate
ultimate.
lands
Can he
in.
live? Can he live?
He cannot. Sinzao survives this, but I think he takes.
Oh
They
my
both live.
God. They both live, but Lee Sin's coming. Lee Sin's coming. He can possibly get a kill here. Lee Sin flashes.
He flashes for it. Let's see.
Oh,
okay,
he
the
gets a
first kill
kill.
comes in, and it's a double kill for
It's
Lee
a
Sin
double kill for
right
Lee
here.
Sin, and now this could be a
Okay,
triple. He uses the
oh.
kick, but he uses his kick. He cannot. Oh, Diana just backs away. She doesn't go any further for this. Overall,
I don't
good
think he
turnaround
wants
by
to risk
Frost.
it. So far, the Dragon lane, both Dragon lanes are playing it very passively.
Look, Diana uses ultimate. Lee Sin might be dead here.
Lee
Lee Sin
Sin
is
could be dead, and
this
I
could be a
think
double for
Annie
Diana.
follows him up. The
Yeah,
ultimate
just a
lands
double
him, but
for
it isn't
Diana.
enough to survive.
Nice.
It isn't
What a
enough.
trade by Rez. Rez really saved that.
Beautiful playing, and I
And
think
now you can see on the
Solo
other side,
rushes Dragon.
Solo is starting Dragon, and Frost have vision on this. They have the pure vision control. The Dragon lane can easily contest this, and opposing Dragon lane is not there. They can easily contest for this.
That's the smart option to back out. He didn't drag it well. The Dragon is out of its range, and this is a
Okay, now-
reset on Drake.
Now it's a reset, but there's you can see there's no CC on the side of Sun from the side of Frost because they've used it earlier on that skirmish in the top side, so they don't have anything.
But the Malphite ultimate is back up. Malphite is looking for
Malphite's
an
late in
engage.
the fight. Malphite split from the team. He needs to go in now. And this is uncontested. And then Porky goes in
the
alone.
ultimate
This
lands
is a
and
bad
Corki goes in,
package.
and he's
Porky
out.
gets caught out completely. And
Sinzao goes in for
Zinzao
Seraphine.
goes-
Seraphine is
Seraphine-
dead.
Seraphine's
and
dead.
he's forced to flash out. Sinzao, okay, Solo is a
Okay,
bit excited on it.
A bit too much. Lee Sin will possibly looking for a kill, but he doesn't get his hands on. the
Ultimate
Zinzao.
lands in from Malphite and Darius. Darius is too low.
The longer
But
this
Malphite
fight goes,
just-
the longer the fight goes, the more it will be in the favor of. Oh my
The
God! It's a solo
Malphite
kill for
shots him.
Wukong.
I think Wally
his-
didn't see that
not-
engage
not-
coming.
The champion's Malphite, but the guy's name is Wukong. Look. I
You
just
like
noticed
to
that.
see it. And I think it should be an easy defend for Lee Sin. It shouldn't be that pressured on defending mid lane.
Overall, a very action-packed game.
And Dragon Lane
Zinzao
are.
dives in on the
Ooh.
and said,
The
okay.
Annie gets one shot
shot.
because they can't really survive a dive as an Annie. The mid turret is going down.
I think she should have just backed away if she saw that Zin's like around there. Like the way the way Solo has been playing this throughout this game, I think the guys are okay. It's a solo kill for Walid.
Oh, Walid is going in. It's a trade back
Lee Sin
back. from
possibly looking
Wukong
for a
and
steal.
Walid.
He's looking for a way to get this dragon. I mean this herald, but unfortunately he cannot find a way in to the pit. He's just getting zoned off completely.
And they take
Now
the
it's a
blue
2v2.
buff.
There's a
There
2v2
isn't
here.
much
They can go for
Ooh.
this. Really, they can go for this. There's a 2v2.
Lulu
And now-
still has her ultimate. They can dive this Corki. Kaisa can go in. And
Yeah,
then
Kaisa
Kaisa
goes
does
in.
go in. Heaven goes in and he's dead. Let's see how
Overall,
the rest of
fights
the match
happening
pans
everywhere
out.
around the map. Can they get a stun? Can they get a stun? Can Annie stun? No.
When it goes in, the ultimate lands on Malphite.
overall, like Frost are trying to force fight, but this Sunlight players are getting away from the grass, just a split distance away. Once again, like it's just action everywhere around the map.
All right. Let's see.
You can see there's a dive being set up around bot lane. There once again, oh nice ultimate by Xin Zhao, but he might be caught
The
out.
Seraphine ultimate comes in. Sun Zhao
Clutch
dies.
Seraphine ultimate. That's a good turnaround for Frost. They lose the turret, but
They're gonna collapse on them
No.
here, and Corki goes out.
Diana
Reese is going in. Ooh, the
Nice
Lee
kick.
Sin ultimate.
Nice.
But he survives.
Nice
The
three-man
the
rally.
10 CC.
See, this could be the fight for Frost. Frost could really turn that around here.
Ooh, this is massive. This is
Heaven.
massive. I don't think Heaven can
fight
guide
this
them
game.
around.
No.
He cannot. It's an ace.
No, it's an
It's a
ace for Frost.
semi-ace. That was massive. The Corki, the Annie Malphite synergy wrecked the Sunlight team at bot lane. This is huge. This
could
is
be the
why
way
I'm a
back
huge
in for
fan
Frost.
of
Frost could make a
Malphite.
comeback here.
Malphite is the champion you take to turn around the game. Let's see if Frost can keep up the pressure. Can they keep it up? So far, this has been a massive match. This is a beautiful series.
Okay, it's a three-man. Okay, Annie Nice goes in again with the proto belt. She's so aggressive. Can they trade off kills here on the Diana? Diana's dead. On the other side, though, they got a double kill on Sunlight Players got a double kill on the enemy bot lane. Well, Diana is still alive.
This could be massive.
She still lives.
This series is huge.
Oh my god, she might actually kill the man.
Oh, damn, Reese is surviving.
He survived.
Reese is surviving.
Oh,
No, he cannot clutch this.
Oh my god.
He
On the other
cannot
side, those Sunlight
clutch
trade
this.
a tier 2 bot turret and a dragon.
This is a very amazing match to watch. The Annie coming in clutch, the Malphite coming in clutch.
Once
This
again
could
now,
be
Sunlight
massive.
in the lead with the tempo. They're the ones in control. Look at the vision around the map. It's all in Sunlight's favor.
But there's
Frost-
still chance for
Frost
Team
only
Frost.
have one ward and one scuttle crab on around the map. They have no vision at all. And this might be a caught
And
Malphite.
here it is. Malphite lands in the ultimate. Can they catch up?
Can-
Corki's
Nice
package
second
run out. The
ultimate.
ultimate
Corki's
goes in.
package
The
is there, but
package
he's
goes
alone.
in. Corki is too low to survive
Corki-
this, and he is
no.
out. Reese
members
lands
on
a
the side of
nice
Sunlight.
flank. Let's see if they can. And the stun comes in from.
Rez does not get the kill on Annie. They have to back away, and I think they're just gonna reset and go to Baron. That would be the right call.
Heaven is split pushing on Sunlight's side, and the second tier turret down mid is taken out. I think they're aiming for the inhibitor. But Annie, oh yes, that's Xin Zhao. Oh, he survives. Annie misses the stun.
But I think she has bought enough time for her teammates to come back up. And now Sunlight are gonna have late recalls, and I think there will be another fight. The Xin Zhao's dead.
Oh, the
is
Xin
a-
Zhao is there. That was a very interesting recall on his part.
Heaven is very distant from the Lulu. Okay, she's there now, but I think Frost guys would have capitalized on that.
I think they're scared. They're just taking their times. They want to take the right skirmish at the right time. And it
Yes.
should be a good
I
game.
feel like at this point in time, they're very far behind. They should not be the ones feeling afraid. And
Oh,
Malphite
the
misses
ultimate misses. Malphite misses his ultimate. Darius
And
is
Lee
stacked
Sin's
up.
dead, and this might be a dead Malphite as well.
This costed him heavily. Oh, the Darius stacks are out, but he can bring them back. And the Darius receives the Lulu
What
ultimate.
a
Too
nice
much
ultimate by
damage.
Diana.
Reese goes in for the ultimate double kill, and he's dead. The double kill for Reese, but he dies in here, unfortunately. Corky and Annie both taken out in the skirmish. The Seraphim's ults are
Sunlight can
coming in
still go for
clutch.
the Baron. Sunlight can still go for the Baron. Like it's still a very easy Baron for them.
I think they really want this inhibitor. Seraphine has a massive wave clear. She could have defended this with ease.
And I
Let's
think
see. Oh, the ultimate laser from
Zinzal's caught
the
again.
Malphite. And since
Now
Zhao
once
is
again,
dead, man.
Baron's out of the picture now for Sunlight. Now I think if what do we say, Frost want to take a risk, they can go for the Baron themselves. But I think the vision around the map is just gonna give the information to Sunlight. Sunlight will be well aware of this. Yep, you can see Walid is pathing over there. Meanwhile, on the other side, Haven is just trying to split push and gain an advantage on the opposite side of the map. I guess this is a new strat for Sunlight. Once again, I said they're very innovative in their playstyle. They're using their ADC to generate pressure around the map rather than their Darius. They're using the Darius in team fights too, which is very odd, not gonna lie. And the Malphite might be caught from there. He's completely split off from the team. And he uses the ultimate to escape, but he comes in right into Haven's hand, and Haven just kills him. And on the other side, Darius. Nice!
Darius goes
Darius
in. That's
gets us
beautiful. Like
in.
the hooks. Walid is carrying
And
this
this
fight.
might be
What
ace.
a
This is an ace, and
beautiful
Sunlight can
skirmish
end the
this is.
game here. And
Sunlight,
this will
after
be
the
it.
long, hectic match, Sunlight grabbed the 2 points to top their group as well. That was massive. Beautiful match played by Sunlight.
Sunlight.
And this was a beautiful match. After a long, hectic match, Frost put up a heavy fight in both matches. In this series, it was a heavy
We
fight.
saw glimpses of possible comebacks. Like there was potential with them. It's just they're a new team.
Indeed,
They
yeah.
just need to play for a few more games, and I'm sure you will see them again, and they'll be performing far better.
Sunlight take the win despite Team Frost losing the match, but they won the hearts. Sunlight grabbed the 2 points for this match and the series. Let's see what happens next. We will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Right, hello, I am Leo. Welcome to the interview on account of Team Occupy. First of all, we want to apologize for the inconvenience the Team Darkside Esports has forfeited from the tournament for their own personal issues, and you guys gained the 2 points for today. We brought you up for an interview to ask you about how you are feeling. How are you feeling, Leo?
Uh,
Think that it's a broadcast issue. Let me move him
yeah,
back and then
yeah.
again.
Hello?
Yeah, now we
so
can hear you.
Oh, finally. I was speaking, I thought you guys could hear me.
Okay.
It happens.
Yeah, but basically they forfeited and it was really sad. We were prepared, like the whole team was ready and we were ready to play, and it was just really sad and unfortunate. I hope like we get to play next week and we get to show how like we play, because we're really good players. Everyone on this team, they're really good players, and I was hoping we could play. But yeah.
Unfortunately, things like these happens, and it's out of our control. We're really looking forward to Team Occupy in action today. So,
Yeah.
what do you have to say to the remaining teams in your group? You saw Sunlight and Team Frost face off before your series. What do you think about your group? Do you think it will be a hard group for Team Occupy, or will it be a competitive one?
I'd like to believe that it would be competitive, so the games can be like close matches between us. But I'm very confident in my team. I think like matches are gonna be easy. We're gonna win like everything, and yeah, I feel like very confident in the group and very confident in my team as well.
Well, talking about confidence, you have Sunlight in the same group, and I'm pretty sure Sunlight is a familiar face as you guys won them in Origin Series. Do you have any words to say to Sunlight since you both ended up in the same group?
Yeah, I mean, I hope they're ready for us, because I'm personally ready for them. I believe my teammates are ready as well. Like, they should be ready and be careful. Like, yeah, they should be worried about us. We're those who they should
Okay.
be worried about.
Okay,
Nice
So
words from you,
outside
Leo.
your own group itself, or which other teams are you looking forward to facing? Like you watched the day one. Was there any team that stood out from you from Group A that you felt like you wanted to face them, etc.?
Not really anyone. Like, I'm very down to face anyone. Like, I'm a Baron laner, if you guys don't know, and put anyone in against me in Baron lane, and I'll make them look bad. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to play against anyone. Really.
So
Nice,
you don't
nice
have
words.
any team, any message for any of the opponents? Like they should like, or is it like a public message for all the opponents?
Yeah, for all the opponents, just get ready for us. You should be scared. Yes, we're really good
Oh,
players, and
okay,
yeah, I hope you
okay.
prepare. I hope you prepare very well.
You guys had an amazing Origin series, so I like the confidence. Hopefully
Thank
you
you.
can, uh, hopefully you can bring in the same confidence and the same energy that you guys brought in the Origin series. Let's hope you guys show up big in your next games. I guess that's it for now.
Thank
Team
you.
Thank you for
Occupy
joining
is
us.
a nice match. Team Occupy is a really huge team. From your performances in Origin Series to your performances in the Battle of the Rift, how far do you think your team can go in this tournament? Do you see any other team competing with your team? Do you think any other team in this tournament can knock out your team?
Yeah, I mean, I think we could just say that Sunlight has a chance, but again, I don't believe they can defeat us, and it should be easy for us. We can come very far. We still like have a new roster, and we could like very much practice all the time and get better and better. Like, we're only gonna get better and go higher.
There is another team I would love to talk to you about, which is Cut
Yeah.
Esports. And we as Arabs are all proud of Cut Esports for making it to Stockholm this year. And Cut Esports are also Egyptians, just like your team. What word would you have to say for Cut Esports?
For esports, I think they work really hard, and I respect that. Like they play a lot and practice a lot, and I wish them the best of luck in Solcom and the Worlds, and like yeah, that's simply my message to them.
Beautiful stuff we have heard from you, Leo. And to wrap up this interview, do you have anything to say for the audience?
For the audience, just look forward to our matches, and I hope I give you something nice to watch in our games.
We would love to see you and your team in action next week, as next week you face off against Sunlight.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be a heated matchup. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, me too.
So right now with DS disqualifying from the tournament, you and Sunlight both top this group.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
the next match could be a decider for both of you.
Yep.
Like whether Sunlight takes 2 points or you both take a point each. Which one is the suitable result for your team?
Of course, the 2 points. Like we're not trying to give any points away. Like we're trying to take everything and take all wins.
I like your
Of course,
ferociousness.
that's a good mindset. That's a good mindset. Every competitive player should have that mindset. I agree with
We are looking forward to Team Occupy. We would love to see you guys in action. And I
Thank
hope
you.
that these 2 points boost your confidence as well going further into the group stage. And we hope to
Mhm.
see that same energy in the quarterfinals as well.
For sure.
As the famous person said, don't sleep on Team Occupy.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you very much, Leo, for appearing for this interview. We would love
Thank
to
you,
see your
guys.
team in action next week. Beautiful mindset you have, amazing confidence, beautiful energy coming from your team. We would love to see you guys topple this.
Thank you.
And you may leave now. Thank you very much for
Thank you
taking
very
your
much.
time.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye. All right, and with that, unfortunately, the second match we're supposed to be streaming today was cancelled due to Darkside Esports forfeiting from the tournament due to their personal issues, which means the 2 points automatically go to Darkside now, go to Team Occupy. Now, what happens next in the group stage will be decided in the upcoming hours as we see what's fit to go for Group B. And this was a nice series that we watched right now, Riddle. What do you think of the Sunlight against Team Frost series? I honestly believe that their match was really, really nice.
I thought you couldn't hear me. I was saying, yes, it was
Yeah.
a good series. It was action packed. I felt like Frost could have put up a more fight into the series. Like I feel like their mentals went down and they just became a bit too passive once they were behind in a couple of the fights. Frost, like basically Sunlight just pressured them early and just Frost dropped the ball. But I saw glimpses of them trying to get back in, and while they did, they couldn't generate proper advantages, which allowed Sunlight to maintain their tempo, maintain their pressure around the map. So like Sunlight overall, they were in control of the series the whole time, but Frost were giving them a run for the money in a couple of the fights. That's what I saw, and that's a good sign for a team that just formed for this tournament. They're new rookies. They're like a mix of experienced players alongside some rookies. And for a team like that, a result like this against one of the top teams of MENA, this is a good sign for them. And I think they should continuously practice and work hard. And hopefully we'll see even better performances in the future from them.
So with this, we come to a close to the stream's end. What would you say so far about this tournament? What would you say about the groups that we've witnessed
so far? So I've seen like the teams that were considered as the favorites, they're just showing up. They're just showing us why they are considered the favorites to make it through. They're like, when you see the names, you expect them to win, and they show in game why they're expected to win. Like there's some decorated teams around here, well-known names, well-established brands, and they're showing up because there's a reason. These players work hard every day and they have been playing together for quite a while, and so it's just experience right now is winning. The teams that have experience, they're winning. Simple as that.
How would you say so far the team you're looking forward to, like from the remaining groups?
From Group C, I would love to see Blood Moon Esports, as they had a newly formed roster. So I want to see how they form up against some of the teams in other regions and other countries. That I want to see them how they fare up in the real competitions, as they're a newly formed roster. And I guess in Group D, I would want to see how does you could say Team Solo, Pakistani team. I think they're a dark horse in their group. They can possibly do an upset and perhaps make it through. I think they have some business with War. I think there's some things from previous tournaments that I think they have with War. I think it's going to be an interesting match from Group D. I think Solo are a team you need to watch out for. And I guess Group C, I would want to see Blood Moon Esports.
Um, as far as it seems, I honestly would love to see how Cut play out their group. Cut, unfortunately, landed in a hard group for them in the draw, as Cut landed in Group D alongside Art of War, Team Solo, and Team Void. Team Solo isn't a bad team by any means. They are competitive and they step up in the random times. When you don't expect it, you suddenly see Team Solo grabbing a lead. And War are just a huge team. Art of War is just a massive team. Despite them not having that many results in competitive scene, but these guys are huge when it comes to pro play. But Cut is the hugest. Cut recently won Origin Series and they made it to Stockholm. We have the Middle East North Africa champion in this tournament. How far do you think Cut will make it in this tournament?
I think but you have to take in account this is not the same roster that won the Origin Series. Cut Esports are not playing with the same roster. They've changed this roster for this tournament. The official roster is going to be going to Stockholm, whereas the new roster that has been registered for this tournament, these guys are completely different. Alongside few familiar faces from the Origin Series rosters, there are few familiar faces alongside some new rookies they have brought up from their region. So I think, while Cut, they have to be considered as the heavy favorites for the entire tournament itself. I would think there might be a chance they might slip out, perhaps in semis, I guess. That's what I would say, just because of the results they have put out previously. I have to put them like semis is like the ceiling where I would see like there could be an upset. Otherwise, besides that, I think they're gonna make it throughout the stages. Hello?
All right, and we are back. We ran into an unfortunate technical issue that we had, but we were indeed thrilled to watch the matches today, Sunlight against Team Frost. We're talking about Cut Esports and their new roster. Cut Esports is a really huge team to watch. I would love to see how their new roster pans out in this tournament. So with that, we come to an end for our stream. And I would love to thank all of you for appearing and watching. And we shall catch you again tomorrow as we witness Group C go down in action. It will be very big matches where we have Blood Moon Esports against Vega Esports, Off Meta against Ginke Esports. It's just some massive matches that we will be witnessing. And we can see how the hosts pan out tomorrow. Let's see how strong their roster is. And with that, we shall end today's stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We apologize for the inconvenience on Team Occupy's side. Hopefully, you guys can turn up next week against Sunlight. And with that, we come to an end. We'd love to thank you once again. And good night. Have a good day.